Now, as the ballot opens for firefighters and control staff to vote on a 5% pay increase and bin collectors Biffa start a week-long walkout, it's being reported the government are keen to introduce emergency measures to try to save us from winter strikes.
Well, it's legislation, and it's apparently being eyed up by Rishi Sunak, and it would mean a minimum level of service on strike days for key services.
Well, let's talk to the political editor of the Express Online, David Maddox, who joins us now. Morning, David. I mean, this has been in the offing for a while, of course, trying to get this legislation through. Does it stand a chance of getting through?
I think it stands a very good chance of getting through. The Conservative MPs have been asking for this to be brought forward now for months and months. I guess the various changes of Prime Minister delayed things a little, but we're heading to our new winter of discontent, and something's got to happen to ensure services keep operating.
But it would have to happen really fast, wouldn't it, for it to actually avoid a winter of discontent?
It certainly would, and they've delayed this far too long. Really, there are means of the term is guillotining debate. It's basically cutting debate and rushing through legislation in the Commons. So it's possible to do, but it's not just going to be this December that these strikes are going on. It's going to be months and months. So they've got to get something in place to tackle them, essentially.
What are we to make of all the military being put on standby? I mean, it says they're all being trained up to drive an ambulance. Well, it doesn't take much training, let's be honest. These guys and girls know what they're doing anyway. But is it going to make a significant difference having the army on standby, and in fact all the armed forces on standby?
Usually that's a kind of sign of the seriousness of the situation. I think in particular the loss of firefighters potentially, you just need people there to ensure that fires can be fought and that lives can be saved. It's quite a serious point. We're talking about not just ambulance drivers, we're talking about nurses going on strike as well. This is going to impact people's lives quite significantly. And so the government's got to be ready. In fact, really, the big criticism is that it's taking them so long to kind of get these measures in place.